Snubbing us. Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu losing the runoff against GOP challenger Bill Cassidy. She's just one of many Democrats now packing up after turning our invitations to be down on this show, or to be on the show, to former Democratic pollster Pat Goodell, who says that's getting to be a pattern, but a mistaken one. Yeah. It is interesting. Everyone who lost
wouldn't come.
But everyone who won did.
Yes. And don't you?
And I'm saying larger than this show.
Larger than this show, absolutely. It's amazing. But anyway, I'm in mourning. I have my blue tie. Mary's an old friend with the black in it, sort of to commemorate the loss here of her loss. And
what do you make
her
of that?
father, you know,
wasn't even close.
Was HUD committee.
Yes.
Not even. He was the HUD director.
Right.
She was not even close. It was 12 points. It was. But it was interesting. She lost 80% of the white vote, got 90% of the black vote. I think that's the telling story in the South now, the loss of all of these voters. But she had two problems. One, she dug her own hole by supporting Obama as much as she did. You know, her family is very prominent. They're sort of the new Longs of Louisiana. Her brother is the mayor, as her father had been, and she was senator. And now,
but my bigger point is, I know we've exhausted and gone over it, but if you want to reach out to people, you know, everyone, Fox is biased and all of that. You have nothing to lose coming in. We're not going to bite your head off. So all these ones who lost, who didn't come on, despite our overtures, come on, please come on, and all. They'd have nothing to lose.
Well, here's my point. You have people on who are very, you know, and so I consider even further way out than I am in the Democratic Party, but you have good relationship with them, and Gertz and others,
right?
And it builds a civil. If you're the other side, who do you want to reach? You want to at least get your message heard by people who you think are that you would like to persuade. And you know what? Most people in politics are personable or whatever, and it develops relationships.
But obviously, I think there was a concerted strategy, Pat, to say no to Fox, do not talk to Fox. Now, there are some comfortable in their own skin and choose that they were happy to come
But I think I've been watching this. It's not only just Fox. It is to shut down any contact, anything that we consider outside what we want. And actually, I think it works both ways. And it's dangerous.
And those Republicans would be leery going on MSNBC.
You know what? I don't want to do that or whatever. And that's insane. And you're in politics. Voters are not. They're not like us, who are regimental ideologues or political people or not. You know, they go back and forth.
But I mean, another way to think about it, you have nothing to lose. If you're comfortable in your convictions and your point of view, you'll argue with anybody.
Right, you will. And you'll actually make an impression on people. And then they can decide, is that person sincere? Did I at least believe they're on? You know, there are things other than, do I necessarily absolutely agree with you on this issue? Mary Landrieu fell back into not only the problem of pulling back, but, you know, voting for Obamacare, voting for the president, letting Harry Reid run the Senate like it was a thing. But then the Democrats, which is also wonderful in politics, the way they threw her under the bus at the end, they wouldn't give her the one vote so she could prove that as chairman of the Energy Committee, she could get the XL pipeline vote through. So they don't give her the one vote, right, because Tom Steyer's too important. And then they take all of her money away.
But she could have argued her case. She could have argued her case here, as could any of the others. The issue got defeated. And then let the chips fall where they may.
Right,
but to assume that this wide independent base of voters that we have would all of a sudden think less of you for coming on.
They would think more of you.
Most of them comport themselves quite well in such
But this is not, your show is not a get you show. It's about, you know, what's your point of view, you question, you challenge. And boy, if you know what you believe in,
you know your numbers, you know it, you're fine.
I would always much prefer to do that. And what they forget is that most voters are not ideologues or political.
That's right.
And most of them are pragmatic and open to persuasion, and they don't persuade.